Shalom. First and foremost, when you give all praises to our boy, how Hashem Yahushai, Hashem Makakarash. Kal Halamay, how Hashem Yahushai, Hashem Makakarash. That's in the ancient Hebrew, saying all praises to Yahweh, in the name of Yahushai, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Yahweh is the correct name for the God of the Bible, who the world ignorantly call Jehovah, God, or Yahweh. His son's true name in the Hebrew is Yahushai, who the world ignorantly call Jesus Christ. The true name for the God of the Bible in the Hebrew is Yahweh. His son's true name in the Hebrew is Yahushai. I want to give the honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone. And shalom to all our brothers and Modi pushing this word in sincerity and in truth to all that believe in this gospel. Shalom. Brothers are from Camp James, Jamaica, and this lesson, news update, prophecy update at the end of the day, as is written, our duty, is to, when we go to 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 1, behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I'll put in thy mouth, saith the Lord. And part of the prophecy, is literally the uproars of the people in the world. And that's how we use as a part of the mark, the end time. So I have this video here, basically Tabu 7. It says, chaos in Mexico, thousands of protesters storm barricades outside presidential palace in Mexico City. So what? In front of the presidential palace, which remind me of what take place in Nepal as well, which protests supposed to take place in Nepal. Protests supposed to take place in even Africa. The reason I Africa, I think of several sections, remember exactly all name of them. But things are happening all over the world while a lot not being broadcast by the media. So let's play a quick section of this video.
Protest in Mexico spiraling out of control. As you can see here, the police saying that this has turned into a riot, and they're saying that thousands of Gen Z demonstrators have stormed the National Palace where the president stays. These are labeled anti-corruption protests.
Yeah, where the president stays. And same thing, them running upon the president, quarters or prime minister, whatever. The poll officials evacuate. One day fishing together.
Hundreds of thousands of protesters in Nepal, some of whom were killed in the process, were setting fire all over the capital, major government buildings being.
But I think the protest still consists, still happening. See? Happening again. This is a day ago. Alright, so it's still, happening, non-stop. And if we go here, I think I don't remember exactly which two protests here. Not that. But see, protest in woman stage shut down ahead of blah 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 blah. Nigeria. That 1 year ago. Yep, Tanzania. 10 hours ago, Tanzania chaos police caught fatally shooting protesters. Signs of mass graves in Tanzania. That's one, and I think there was another one, Kenya, as usual, always having protests. things aren't meal, you know, while the average persons don't really know what one. Because if you don't come on the media and basically broadcast, the average person would know, right? Well, yeah, and the scripture tells you these things are gone. You know, when we go to Second Ezra chapter 9 in verse 1, it says, He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, which are we're seeing right now, earthquakes as well, you know, you have earthquake, which um, just type in earthquake only, and then there's the things that magnify you and it increases as the days go by. Different section of the world reporting earthquakes, yeah. All of these were within last week, if you will, November 15th to 21st. So you look on at least, what, 6 days ago? Yeah, within a week. Recent earthquakes, yeah. So again, though things are not actually being reported, nevertheless it's a harm. 5 killed and more than 450 injured in Bangladesh earthquake. It's Bangladesh, so a few hours ago. That's why Skipper also was supposed to watch, right? Watch and pray, yo. And by watching, you actually keep your basically understanding what take place, fall asleep. So no long time years since it, yeah, nothing new. This unpresidential. They look on the earthquake, what you more earthquake, the hurricane will hit Jamaica. Right after that, what? Storm hit, not storm, tornado hit Brazil, right? Flooding in England and England and I think it's Ireland. You see me? Typhoon over there in something there, I think the Philippines. Earthquake. Things happen, not to mention the war as well, brewing. Though even here in the Caribbean Sea, America circling about to invade Venezuela. Reading back verse 3 says, Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shall thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. So it was always staged to happen. It says, For like as all that is made in the world at the beginning and an end, and the end is manifest, even so the times also of the eyes have plain beginnings in wonder and powerful words and endings in effects and signs. So that's what we're seeing actually. The signs at the end. That's why
Make it a habit.
as they
7
are right
minutes of
now,
Tai Chi every morning, all the
spirit
way
of,
for 1 month. In 1 week.
project. Right, it's gonna happen. Cause the more things break out, the more time get hard, the more people start say to hell with them government officials. Right? I have this year as well. And then second Ezra 15, and we can go down to go start at 14. It says, Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draw nigh. And one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their action shall stand in their power. So it is them not go regard them king nor them princes. Which part them people are go? Right? Outside the presidential palace. Nepal, them have to evacuate them, Them political ministers. People are start go for them. Because them look upon them as the problem. They're the one that's, causing the situations to get hard. Right? So them not give a crap. And this going spread and spread and spread, yo. And when you even like the shores of America the real way, yo. You know, right? That's a wrap. Especially when definitely when the chip is being monitored and start push. So what we're seeing is basically signs of the end that's how constantly come out and report on these news like a broken record, giving you warning. Like for example, the sound siren, woo, woo, then give that alarm, right? Like there's a tsunami warning, you see the alarm go off, or in certain places like in the US, you have like the tornado alarm go off, stop. You let you know impending danger, impending doom. That's what we are, The prophets warning you, you Israelites, saying repent, right? So that's it, Just a news quick update. Prophecy update will be set to find the Lego there, as Yahushua, Yahushua, and John the Baptist, repent for the kingdom of heaven is nigh at hand, giving all praise to Poy Hawba Shemel Shai, Shem Kakarash, the bodies and to elders and apostles of great milestone, and shalom to the full like shalom.